Do, do, do. Good evening, everybody. Hello, everybody on the tube. Oh, YouTube's just deciding to catch up. So let's just flick over to Facebook and see if Facebook has decided to join the party. And it has. So good evening to everybody who's there already on Facebook. Let's just get myself together. Come on. And I bet the subtitles are on, so let's turn them. Oh no, they're not, they're off. That's a bonus. Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? This is a bit early. This is a little treat for January, isn't it? Because we don't normally have the box kit until February. So don't ask me why, but for some reason, it's January this year. So good evening, everybody. I hope you're feeling better than I am, because I feel awful. So this will probably be an hour or so tonight. I've had a banging headache for a couple of days, and today is just another day in the headache saga, but there you go. Anyway, so good evening. How are we all doing? I'm quite excited about this. It's a little treat, as I say, because normally the box kits are released at the beginning of February, and I'm not sure what's happening at Practical Publishing, but Karen messaged them the couple last week or the week before or whenever it was, and said when are they due to be delivered, and they said the release date is Thursday. So I'm like, oh well, there you go. That's a little bonus for us all. Little bonus for us all to get the magazine box kit a month earlier than usual. There will be, just while we wait for everybody to get logged in, there will be 2 box kits this year, so we are back to thank you. I've had the huge pleasure to work on this box kit. Oh, thank you very much. I love the collections that you make. That's lovely, thank you. Oh, have you, Saz? How was it? Saz has just been to see the new Avatar movie at the cinema. Anyway, so back to it. So yes, there will be 2 box kits this year. We are seem to be back to normal with the magazines and the production of them. So there will be a festive one this year, which is always one of my favourites. I absolutely love it, and I remember working on this last year, so super excited for that. They're usually about July, I think, August. So we've got this one for January, and then we've got the festive one, which should be July and August. So full disclosure, the box kits weren't delivered today. They tried to deliver them to somebody else. So I actually haven't got the magazine or the box, so I can only show you what comes with it. So you'll have to trust me that the magazine is awesome, because it is. I've seen all the pages, I just haven't got the actual physical magazine to flick through to show you, because they've not delivered them to us. I don't even know when they are coming, so hopefully it's tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest. So they tried to deliver them to somebody else's business, who obviously refused the delivery because we're not them or they're not us. So that's a bit of fun. Happy Monday. Oh, bless you. Made a few cards for this magazine too and hidden your stamps away. The stamps are gorgeous, aren't they? I've got to say. Right, so that's that. So hi, Chrissy. Right, let's just say hello to everybody, because I've been rattling on like I'm on my own. Deirdre's just saying she's got bronchitis and antibiotics. Oh, bless you. Well, as you know, I've had this bad chest since we got back from holiday, and I've now got a migraine to boot. So happy January. Hi, Ross. How are you doing, darling? Are you there on Wednesday? Hi, Jean. Hi, David. Oh, there's too many of you now, so I'm just going to say good evening to everybody. Is Chrissy here? Let me just have a quick flake through. I am Jean, Sandra, David, Andreen, Patricia, Sarah Jane, Dorinda. There's too many of you now. Julie, Liz, Chris is there. Oh, bless you, darling. I hope it gets better for you soon, Chrissy. Vanessa, Sharon, Sandra, Doreen. Right. So, as I say, I've not actually got the physical magazine or the box to show you, because they've delivered them to somebody else, or tried to deliver them to somebody else. but I have got all the goodies that come with it. So I can tell you from the image that I've got on my screen, or I will have on my screen in a moment, that the box kit itself comes with 169 hints and tips to get you crafting straight away. You also get, as most of you will know, so for those of you who are new to my box kits, you may have seen the magazine box kits around. So mine is slightly different to most people's because mine are stamping special. So mine feature heavily with stamps. So I always see value in stamps, as you know. So you always get more stamps with mine than you would do most people's box kits. So, and I'm going to show you, I have got the stamps, I've got all the goodies to show you, which I will show you in a second, but I'm just reading from the front cover. So you get an A4 stamp sheet with 16 image stamps. You get a A6, well, it's slightly bigger than an A6, sentiment stamp set with 8 stamps in. For the first time ever, we've got a 5x5 embossing folder. Now, on the cover of the magazine, it says it's a 5x5 embossing folder. However, it's actually a 6x6 folder, but the design in it is a little bit smaller than 6x6. So I guess they've erred on the side of caution and made it look smaller than it actually is. I'm going to show it you because it's absolutely stunning. And then obviously you get the 78-page... or 78 elements with the papers, the toppers, and all the borders and everything. So it's absolutely packed as ever. Well, you can actually share your pictures tonight if you want after the live. Just tell people the official. You can Let me just do the stuff that I need to do. I'm just trying to find. There you go. So you can pre-order your copy of the magazine box kit tonight. So as soon as I've finished the live, Karen will make it live on the website so that you can go and pre-order your copy. Now, it's absolutely stunning, this box kit. They always are. The value, as you know, is just off the scales because it's $14.99 for all that stuff that I've just told you about, and the magazine and the box that you can store them in. This is issue 13. I can't quite believe that. Issue 13. Where's that time gone? As ever, my box kits are all designed to work with products of mine that you've already got or may have had for a while, and they will also work with what's coming soon. I can't tell you. So, Crafting Diva, tell me your proper name, please. So, so the official release date for the magazine is Thursday. So you can pre-order your copy tonight, and we will dispatch them from Thursday, because that's the official date. They will be on Hobby Maker, but not until the 4th of February. So this is assuming that I've got enough stock left to take it onto TV. Now I have, you know me well enough to know that I've got a separate stock for TV. However, if what happens with this box kit is the same as what happened with the last one, I will be pinching some of the television stock for us. So just to give you a heads up. Yeah, hi Georgine. The embossing folder is stunning. It really is. And it's universal as well. Anyway, I've rattled on enough. That should give you a clue as to my colour scheme. I've done a pink card this year. That's probably it. So, this is what you get inside your magazine box kit. So, we're going to go through this because this just shows you all the extras. Oh, Ali, there you go. Oh, I love your surname, Karubia. Did I say that right? That's posh. There you go. Thank you. You can do that. Once I've done the reveal, you can share as much as you like. It's better than doing all that fabulous work and not being seen. So this is a brand new pack I've got here. And this is exactly what you will get in your box kit. Now your papers will be in the center of your magazine as always. You can see mine are stapled together, look. Oh, hopefully you can. There you go. So this is what will be in the center of your magazine. But we're going to first look at where I see the amazing value in these box kits. Because if you look at all this, and your box kit, and your magazine, and the step-by-step projects in there, for $14.99, we all know it's a bit of a no-brainer. It's like a can of beer. So we're going to have a look at the stamps and the embossing folder first. Let me just get a drink because my throat's already dry. You can tell I've not been very well. Let me just show you my white ring. Look, my white ring's nearly all gone. I can't even show you a lovely little white ring anymore. Anyway. Right, it's time for a holiday, I think. So let's open this pack up. So this is a little top tip, because they're obviously stuck together with tape, but I like to cut mine in case I want to put them back in again. So I just cut them at the bottom at the back. And then it just gives you the sleeve to put them back in again, should you wish to do so. I've already got my working set. My working set is here. Look, you can see, I've been using that. So I'm going to show you a nice, lovely, clean set. So I'm going to start at the top with the stamps. So they're very reminiscent of when I did Floral Curios, and this is something that I asked for with the magazine, with Practical Publishing. I really wanted for us that already have the Floral Curios to be able to extend them and use them in another way. And for those people who couldn't get the Floral Curios, this is 100% the way to go. So this is the large A4 stamp sheet. As you can see, there are 16 stamps in here, and they're all usable ones. There are no fillers in here. They're absolutely stunning. So I'm going to do a little close-up for you and start from the top. If you want me to do some measurements, I will. Yeah, I'll do some measurements for you. In fact, I'm going to do this as we go along. So this is the biggest stamp, and the biggest stamp is, so it's 13 centimeters, which is around 5 inches, and then the width of it is, at the widest point, 8 centimeters, which is just over 3 inches. So this is going to, all of these stamps are going to fit perfectly onto small cards and larger cards and backgrounds, corners, toppers. Look at this corner stamp. Look at this. I'm spoiled for choice. You're really spoiled for choice. So these are designed to mix and match or work independently. It's entirely up to you. So let's just have a look at the detail in this stamp. Now, you all know how fussy I am. So these need to be top-notch floral images, and that's exactly what you've got here. There's no repetition either. These will coordinate, but they're not repeated. So you've got different elements within most of them. The only things you've got that are designed to coordinate are like the central flower and that kind of thing. Then you've got this gorgeous bouquet here. Let me try and show you that. Oh, look at that. How beautiful is this? That's just stunning. Then you've got the jaggedy corners. You've got some individual floral elements. As ever, the obligatory inky splats. So you'll notice within this, we haven't put splats in the actual design of the focal images, because if you don't want them, or if you've got them in there and you don't want them, you can't take them out. So it's easier to give you the option, so you can add the splats to these should you wish. Then you've got the beautiful little topper here, look, which has got a banner in it for your little small sentiments. This corner is absolutely stunning. It's very reminiscent of what I did with Floral Curios, so you know this is going to extend what you can do with those. Then you've got this circle here, which is like the cascading frames, but it's different elements. I'm trying not to dazzle you with the lights above me. And then you've got the leaves in there, you've got the flourishes in there, you've got the side-on butterfly, the dragonfly, which is just absolutely gorgeous. And that's just one part of this, yeah? That's just one part of it. That's 16 stamps already. If I was to sell you this as a set of stamps, it would be 30-40 quid. So there you go. Then you've got, I'll come to the little dies in a minute. Then you've got the sentiment die set, stamp set rather. So you've got It's bigger than A6, this. But the stamps are all perfectly sized. You've got 8 in there. And you've got your happy birthday, heartfelt thanks on your special day. Congratulations, birthday wishes sent with love, especially for you and just for you. Now, those of you that have been with me for a while will know that whenever I add sentiment stamps to a magazine box kit, they all have to be usable. There is no way I'm going to put a sentiment stamp in a box kit that you're never going to use, because what's the point? Yeah, what's the point? Wait till you see the papers. The stamps are stunning, but wait till you see the toppers and the papers that come with it. They're off the scale. They're absolutely stunning. So you've got 8 stamps there with the sentiments, and these are all nice sizes. They're not massive big stamps. So that's under 2 inches wide by, well, 1 and a bit tall. So they're all perfectly sized for any size cut. Look at this. Look at this little dancer. So they've called this a 5x5 embossing folder. I'm just going to get you from my demo, because I'm going to do a demo with it. Look at this. How beautiful is this embossing folder? And you know why I love this? When I did this earlier, when I was prepping my demo, I thought, how marvellous are these sections going to be to add colour to? So run your brayer over this or glitter some of the elements in there. It's absolutely stunning. Now, they've called this a 5x5 embossing folder. And I just want to show you that it isn't a 5x5 embossing folder. It's 6x6. The size of the folder is 6 inches by 6 inches. So it's a bit naughty of them. I'm surprised I didn't pick up on that. But the design within it, look, if I just go to the end of the design, and then to the other end, it's just under 6 inches, look. So it's a 14.5 centimetre design, so just shy of 6 inches. Can you see that? This is the first time ever in all the box kits I've done that we've had such a large embossing folder. It's amazing. And it's universal. It will go with everything. It's absolutely stunning. And then you've got 2 little dies here. Now, this little one in here, for those people who have got I'm not going to pull it off. For those people who have got my Cascading Circles texture die, this is a little diddy version of that. So this gives you open and solid circles when you cut it out as a little embellishment to tuck in or tuck under your foliage, etc. And this one here, I don't know where mine is. Oh, it's here. This one here, so this outer die that looks a bit odd, is for the banner here. So you can actually make a proper die cut embellishment from that banner there. Got it upside down, of course I have. There you go. And that's what I've used on my demo tonight. So even though we've got a massive embossing folder, I've still managed to tweak them and push them into giving us 2 dies. So you've got 2 dies there, 8 sentiment stamps, a 6x6 embossing folder. Ignore what they've said on the magazine cover. It's a 6x6 embossing folder, everybody, not a 5x5. The design is bigger than 5x5. And then you've got the 16 focal point stamps as well. So that's that. And then we're not even done yet. We're not even done yet. We're not even done yet. We've got the papers and the top. This is absolutely stunning. Right. No if, buts or maybes. The colour palette is stunning. The papers are stunning. If you love vintage, shabby chic, mixing and matching with your stamps, this is just another level. So, toppers, all dead easy to fussy cut out. Borders. And oh, look at these. So you've got this gorgeous watercolour effect. Then you've got more toppers here. You'll know that Practical Publishing are really clever with the way they do these. They always make them easy to fussy cut out. Even the ones with the foliage, you just go around it roughly. Oh, it's just so pretty. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Aren't these... The colour palette's just beautiful. It really is. This reminds me very much of Laura Ashley. It's just beautiful. And then you go to the... So you've got pinks, blues, greens, more pinks. This gorgeous sagey green with the dots on there, which is going to tie in with your floral stamps. Look, 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 look. Oh, it's just stunning. Every page you turn is stunning. And bring it closer. Now, you all know me well enough to know that the magazine papers that you get from me are the proper quality ones. These are not shiny papers, as you can see. You will see it reflecting on the screen. More watercoloured backgrounds for you. You imagine stamp... Where's that stamp? You imagine stamping this. I'm just pulling it off over the top of there. Stamping it over the top of there and then fussy cutting that out. Beautiful. Super easy, super beautiful. Then you've got some little flower, little tulipy type flowers. Then you've got an abstract foliage. I'm going to show you this. So this is abstract foliage in soft shades of green and a minty green. Look, I don't even know what to say. The colour palette is absolutely beautiful. You've got something for everything in here. And then you've got that. That's the last of the designs. This pink floral one. And then it repeats. So you get a repetition. You get 2 of each of these. How beautiful is that? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So for $14.99, you're going to get your magazine that I can't show you yet. So that'll be a nice treat for you when you get it. It's coming in the lovely box. You're going to get this gorgeous, I forgot how many sheets it was. Let me just check again for you. So this section here, believe it or not, has got 78 elements in it. So between the toppers, the borders, the papers, you've got 78 individual elements. I mean, that's mind-blowing. Then you've got the 16-piece stamp set. You've got the 8-piece stamp set. You've got the 2-piece die set. And you've got the 6x6 embossing folder. I'm not going to call it a 5x5 because it isn't. It's 6x6. And as you know, even 6x6 embossing folder, the design can't go right to the edge. So how beautiful is this? I hope you love this as much as I do because it's going to make some really pretty cards. And that's that. So now we're going to get on with the demo. Before I lose my voice altogether, I will do another recap at the end for people who have joined us late. I'll just remind you just while I get a drink, if I click the right button, this is the right button, you'll be able to pre-order tonight. As soon as the live's finished, Karen will make it live on the website. So you can pre-order your copy tonight. It will be dispatched from Thursday, which is the official release date. If you prefer to buy from Hobby Maker, that's absolutely fine, but it won't be on TV until the 4th of February. Phil, will you at any time do the papers on their own as the orders? Catherine, this is something that I talk to Practical Publishing about all the time. Yeah, Chris has just put, look, you could ink over that on the edges too, or use your gesso. Yeah, it'd be stunning. Proper shabby chic. So leave that with me, Catherine. In an ideal world, once the box kits have been out for a month, you should be able to download them for free so that you can get them and print them yourself. But I know Practical have had issues with how that's delivered in the past, how they do that for everybody. And of course, now that Craft Stash is gone, there isn't really a platform for you to be able to download from. But oh, thank you, Debbie. But leave that with me. I will have that discussion with them again about giving you the papers to download once you've bought the magazine box kit. Right, so I've already stamped and cut my bits out, but I just want to show you and remind you of a couple of things. Oh, that's not big enough, is it? Of a couple of tips for your magazine stamps. So remember, the magazine stamps are not photopolymer. They are acrylic stamps. So I would always recommend that you use your VersaFine Clair or your so VersaFine Clair if you're going to just use them as they are, or watercolour them. We did, Chrissy. Yeah, Chrissy's just saying, look, didn't they give you downloads before in the magazine? They did, 100% they did. But now that Craft Stash has gone, I don't think they've got a platform anymore to send people to. But I will speak to them. I will speak to them about that and see if we can get any. Because I don't mind. I don't mind putting it on my website for you to all download them as long as they allow that. But obviously they need to authorise that. I can't just do that off my own back. Found your stamps, they were well hidden. I've just changed my glasses. Thank you very much. It's not me. It's not making much difference to my head. Anyway, so the stamps are acrylic. Just remember, your stamps are acrylic. So if you're not sure what that means, all my stamps, apart from the magazine ones, are photopolymer. So photopolymer is the best quality you can get. Acrylic is a less expensive alternative, which is why they can bring so many different products and stamps at that price. That doesn't mean that the stamp rubbish. I'm just trying to show you the way to get around it is to use your VersaFine Clairs if you're gonna watercolor. If you're gonna use your alcohol pens, you need to stamp with a Memento. I wouldn't personally recommend using a a Distress Oxide. However, they do still work with Distress Oxides. Just remember when you're using your stamping platform not to press so hard, because these are squishy and you'll spoil your design. So I'm just going to stamp this because I want you to see them being stamped in real life. I'll just move my doodads. It's a treat, this, because like I say, we're a month early with the box kit. Don't ask me why, no idea. But it's a treat. And it's nice for the start of the year. I might ask if we can have it in January every year, because I'm sure you're like me at home. January is one of those long, dreary months where everybody's feeling rough, everybody's recovering from Christmas and New Year, and we all need a bit of cheering up. I can't cheer you up with a lovely white ring because I ain't got one. So we'll have a glittery one instead. Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was thinking about that. About the Craft World website, but I don't know whether I want to direct everybody to that, but I will speak to them and find out. Right, so we are using my Twilight VersaFine Clair, just because I'm doing a blue project. So stamping platform is just, well, you know how easy it is. Just remember, you don't need to apply excessive pressure with acrylic stamps, because that's when you squash them too much and it spoils the design. Oh, look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. I've missed a bit there. Oh, look at this. How gorgeous is that? So this, I just wanted to do this live just to show you, because they just stamp so well with VersaFine Clairs. If you're somebody who struggles with ink pads, I can't recommend the VersaFine Clairs enough, because they're just sharp as a tack and it's brilliant. You get a perfect result every time you use them. I'm just going to clean these, and then we are going to get on with a card. Right, now, last week I forgot that we'd started the monthly challenge in the Facebook group. So for those of you that haven't yet joined our Facebook group, there you go. Search on Facebook for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. Get yourself in the group. And we do a monthly challenge, or we do when everybody reminds me to do the new one. And I said a couple of months ago that I would do my first demo of the month as a in the format of the monthly challenge. So that's what I'm doing for you tonight. Phill, are you on dry January? You would think so. This is Twilight. So it's VersaFine Clair, VersaFine Clair, and the colour is Twilight, which is a lovely dark blue. Dry January. Please, can you remember what? So if you want to use alcohol pens, Caroli, it's your Mementos. Hi, Angela. Hi, Linda. You can still stamp with. Yeah, I'm going to try and do it. Sorry, I'm just reading. I'm going to try and do that, Julie. Leave that with me. Yeah, that's right. Jean's saying it's the chemical makeup from... So, Memento for alcohol markers and Versa for watercolour because the ink don't run. That's right. And now the first glittery ring. We're on a roll. You've been forgetting what, Chris? Oh, I shouldn't worry about it. I forget everything. Hi, Kerry. Right, so I am doing... Oh, to remind me. Yeah. I know you did. Because I looked to see if you reminded me. You'd reminded me when I remembered. So what we're using tonight is... I'm using the same format as the monthly challenge. I should have printed it, really, to show you. Just bear with me one sec. Let me just see if I can print this from my computer just before we start. So the monthly challenge is something that we do every month just in our Facebook group. It's a little bit of a mojo booster, or if you've lost your mojo, where did I save it? I can't remember. If you've lost your mojo, it's a really good way because you can use my idea, my layout idea, and just apply your own style to it. So that it works really, really well. I'm just trying to find it. Bear with me a sec, because I need to print it. Now, if anybody can remember which folder I've saved this image in, what would I have saved it in? Let's try that. No, of course it's not in that. Of course it's not. Bear with me. I can set it printing, you see, whilst we're... Oh, could it be in there? Oh, it is. 2026 layouts. Click print, and that can be printing whilst we're crafting. Come on, computer, keep up. Get with the program. Print. And you know it's going to ask me 1,000 settings while I'm waiting for it to print. Just print. I don't care what size you print it, just print it. And then we'll get on with this. So this is going to be a really, really easy card to do, but it looks fab. So I'm keeping to the colour palette of blue and white. We're just going to have a little bit of green. I am going to use my watercolour blending brush pens, but I'm going to use them direct. I'm not going to use water with them. Well, I say that, but I might do in the end. Your birthday's on Friday, so you're going to... There you go. That's a fabulous birthday present. Right, so all I've got here, this is a 7x7 card base. What does that say? My printer? Yeah, just get on with it. Cobalt blue. This is cobalt blue regular premium cardstock. Then white, then blue, then white with the embossing folder. So this is white with the embossing folder that you get in your box. It's actually nice the other way as well. Look, let me just show you that. It looks quilted when you use it in the negative side. How fab is that? In fact, I might use it that way. Oh, decisions. And then I've got 4 pieces here, which is the layout of the monthly challenge. So we're going to bring in the corner stamp from the magazine box kit. Are you printing? Yes, you are. Thank you very much. I'm not going to use my platform for this. I'm going to do this freehand on the white section. So the size of these little panels that I've got here, these little square panels, are... The blue ones are 6 centimetres. The white ones are 5.5. Let's just see if that fits on there. It doesn't, but it will be enough. So I'm doing this freehand because I want to stamp it just off the page. I only want a little bit of the flower. I don't want it all. It's a gorgeous embossing folder. I love that they let me have a bigger one as well. If ever you've got the option between a little one and a big one, always go for the bigger one. So I'm just going to do a little bit off the corner. And I'm doing that on all 4 of them. I'm trying to behave because if I laugh too much, I'll probably start choking. So a little bit in the corner. So I only want a little bit. Look, I'm using the corner, but not even as a corner. This is why stamps are just so good. It's time we had some new stamps. I've got a very special treat for you next week on Hobby Maker, everybody. Very special treat. Something we've never done before. And I don't know why. But you'll need to be quick. So it'll be next Monday will be Sneaky Peek again. What a cracking start to January we've had, eh? New box kit, week after new releases. So prepare yourself for next week, everybody. Right, so just turn that over. So what I've got now are 4 corners with the same flower on. I'm not colouring these in. These are just going to get stuck on. And I've got them. I just want to show you this. A bit on the side. Yeah, I'm teasing you, I'm sorry. But next week is a real treat. A real treat. Oh, I've never even seen disappearing ink. Yeah. Happy Valentine's, yeah. Oh, thank you, Audrey. Sometimes post. All right. That's definitely worth me looking at. Right, so I'm using these with the stamped part that I've just stamped on the outer corners because this is going to be my central focal point, look. But I just want to show you before I move on that you can do it like this. And it looks, if you did this on your platform, it would be a perfect match all the way around. But how fab is that? Completely different look again from the same stamps. It's just, I love my stamps. So let's get cracking. This is your monthly layout challenge. So this is your January challenge. So you can see now where I've got my panels from. The circle element, because I'm not using dies, I've got my circle element, which is one of the stamps, and the sentiment, I'm going to use the actual banner that comes with your magazine box kit. So this should give you a couple of ideas, everybody. Why? Because it disappears. Oh, that's just too clever at this time of night for me. Disappearing ink, I haven't seen that. Well, that's because it disappears. That's hilarious. Oh, that's made me laugh. So I'm just matting these onto the cobalt blue counterparts. Just flat for now. Oh dear, I need another holiday. I need a holiday as soon as I get back from holiday. And I think the answer is that I'm not built for cold weather. I think I need to live somewhere where it's a sunny climb all the time. None of this dreary snow, although we've been lucky really where we are because it's all away from us. So these are my 4 little panels that are going on the top of the card once it's done. 5 hours earlier. That crikey, what time is it for you? 2 p.m. 2 2:30, 2:40 p.m. And then we're just going to mat these together. So the white one here, I'm leaving plain white. Now, when I was prepping this, I was going to stamp. Where's the border? I was going to stamp the border hanging off the page like that. This stamp, believe it or not, in fact, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to stamp this because I want you to see how good it is. I'll just do it on here. I'm not going to use it, but I want you to see it, which is why I'm doing it. It's super easy to cut out, but it makes a great border as a border stamped onto your card, or as a border fussy cut out as an extra embellishment. Oh, so beautiful. I'll just leave that to dry for a second. Look at that. How gorgeous is that stamp? And it's the right time of year for florals. We're heading into the right time of year for it. 2:40 p.m. Yeah, that's not too bad. Right, so let's get this layered up. I've just seen some blue ink on my desk that needs to be wiped up. Somebody remind me to order some new ones of these. I keep saying I'm going to do it and I keep forgetting. It'll be Karen that needs to remind me, I imagine. I'll just try that. It's not a crafting mat, this really. It's just a computer desk mat. Oh, I'm just saying she found it difficult to see the design. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I'll see if I can find out. Anyway, so let's get this layered up. So, as you know, there's going to be foam tape on here. I'm not using any other die cuts for this card. I just wanted to use what comes with your magazine box kit, because it's something that if you haven't got anything else that I use, you're going to be able to replicate it just with the box kit in some coloured cardstock. So let's just get this layered up. And we'll get a drink in a minute. My head's banging. What size are the larger squares? 6.5 centimetres. So all these squares, you mean? Hang on, I'll show you. So just to be awkward, when I'm doing my matting and layering, I always work in centimetres. So my card itself is 18 centimetres. This is not a card, it's just a flat piece. But this would be a 7x7 card blank, which a 7x7 is just under 18 centimetres. So I always round it up to 18 centimetres because it makes it easier for me when I'm doing my matting and layering. So my first layer, which is the cobalt one, is 17.5 centimetres. So 18, 17.5, 16.5. And then we've got these two here, and I'm tormenting myself which way round to go, but I'll go the traditional way just for the sake of this demo. Now, if you want me to do that in inches, you need to wait till it's warmer. Oh, because they've been working with Practical Publishing, Audrey. So Practical Publishing have their own design team. Right, so if I do that in inches for you, we will say that the white card is 7x7, the blue is 6 3/4, the white is 6.5, and then these ones are 14.5 centimetres for the cobalt, 14 for the embossed piece, or in real money, 5 3/4 inches and 5.5 inches. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Hi, Helen. Can't make it. Mar-a-Lago in Florida. Oh, no, that's where... Isn't that where Thingy goes? I won't be going anywhere where that is. Anyway, let's get this layered up. So the next layer of foam tape, and then we're going to have a bit of glitter. And then we'll get on with the colouring. So I'm not going to colour everything. And you've probably already spotted that I've stamped the circle stamp. And then I stamped it a second time. So that I could decoupage the floral corners. Now when I was planning this, in my head I was going to leave it all blue and white and then just glitter the flowers. But I am going to add a little bit of blue to the alternate flowers. I know better than to tear that foam tape, but because you can tear it, I tend to do it instinctively. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Sandra. Jean might shove you. I do, yes. I do. I don't want to get on to that because it winds me up. Right, so let's get this on. So if you're making quick cards, look how fabulous this is already. It's pure class just looking at it. So all I've got at the minute are it's just the matting and layering. But how beautiful is that embossing folder? And why have I not done one like it myself? Shame on you, Mr. Martin. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Right, so the panels can go on, but we'll do that after I've done my glitter. So as ever, I'm glittering the white piece behind. I'm not glittering the top part, just the white piece behind. And if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I favour doing this. It's very rare that I use two layers of two panels with glitter on. I tend to favour the back panel because it draws your eye upwards then to the front of your card. Wrong one. I nearly had Diamond Dust instead of Diamond Dazzle. Not that that would have been a major drama, but you know, Diamond Dazzle's the daddy of glitters in my house. So just this little bit of glitter, and then we'll add touches of it to the flowers, the stamped flowers. So let's just put that to one side. It's pretty already. I love this because you can use it for anything. You could even use that for your Christmas cards in reverse because it looks like a quilted design. Drink your coffee, Mr. Martin. For some reason, my coffee warmer keeps turning itself off and I don't know why. It never used to do. Right, so we've got here, just so I can show you what I've done. This is this stamp from the magazine box kit. Stamped twice, and then I've fussy cut out the corner floral elements. And then this one here is the stamp from the magazine box kit. Cut out with the die that is part of your box kit. So this will cut this one out for you. And I really like that because I think this is going to be one of those stamps that you use a lot. Yeah. So I like that we've got a die that cuts out a stamp that we're going to use a lot. And then I've stamped it a second time and then just cut out the banner, the little banner. So we've got so I can decoupage that as well. Now, none of the stamps that come with the box kit will fit in this little tiny banner. But if you've got the just saying stamps, some of them will fit in there quite easily. Yeah. So we're going to come to this, and I'm going to colour a couple of these in. I'm just going to do alternates. And I'm looking for a scrap piece of card, just so I can test the blues. And I also want a green for the leaves. We're going to add a little touch of green to the leaves. Shall we have this one? See how dark it is. Yeah, it's too dark. I want a softer green, like a springy green. Yeah, that'll do. And then blue. Now, which blue? Oh, let's have a light blue, actually. Let's have a light blue. Oh, yeah, that's lovely. Which means the green is wrong. I need to change that. Oh, yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. I got there in the end. So I'm not using water with these. I'm just going to use it direct. And the only reason I'm doing that is because it's a little bit quicker. So I'm going to colour in alternate flowers. So I'm going to just do the big one. I'm just going direct. I'm not doing shading or anything like that, so it's super quick. It says it's not doing shading, and then I've done it instinctively. In fact, I might just do the big one. Yeah, I might just do the big one. This is not watercolour card that I'm using, by the way. This is just our ordinary ice white card. Just to add a bit of colour. I'm just going to see what this looks like before I carry on. Let's just see what it looks like just with the big one coloured. No, I think it needs the other one doing as well. Not that I'm fussy. So you will obviously be able to spend a bit more time colouring in. But I'm just adding this lovely pale blue. It's almost like a violet shade of blue. And I'm going to do the same with this flower, so that my top matches my bottom, or my collar matches my cuffs, whichever way you want to look at it. And then we'll just add a little touch of green to these. And I've gone for the limey green because it looks nice with the cobalt. I haven't used the linen card for this because there was no need to. I'm not going to waste the lovely linen effect when you're not going to see it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of green to this, just to tie it all in together. Where's the leaf? There it is. Right. And then I just want to stamp my sentiment on here. You can't leave. It's not dried up. You've probably used it a lot. Ask Karen if she's got a spare next time you go in the shop. If we use just that large die on its own, would the sentiment stamps fit? Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Some of them might do. So that happy birthday does. A heartfelt thanks does. On your special day does. Congratulations does. Birthday wishes does. Sent with love does. Just for you does. And especially for you does. So how about that? Well done, well spotted, Julie. So although it's a shape, all of the sentiment stamps will fit inside it. So I'm just going to do my favourite dinky tiny stamp, which is to both of you. Lee, don't write in capitals. It bugs me. I don't know whether you know, but when you write in capitals, it means you're shouting. And you can't shout at me when I've got a headache. So to you both from the Just Saying stamps, fits in perfectly. We're now going to start the assembly. I'm not adding any colour. I'm not adding any colour to the back panels. None at all. I'm tempted to add a little bit more green to this. Just bear with. Just a little bit. These you probably can't see this. In fact, I'm going to bring it in and show you, because these stamps are really, really detailed. Can you see how much detail is in these stamps without it camera going blurry? They're absolutely beautiful. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Right, let's put this card together. I am going to glitter them. I'll do this with foam tape, but I'll be quick. Turn your caps off, Lee. So I'll just do this super quickly. Super quickly. So one of the good things about that embossing folder, as I've just said to you, is it's a generic design. And if you've got my in my A6 texture stamps, there is one called Moroccan or Distressed Trellis or something like that. Inky Moroccan Tiles, I think it's called. And that would work very, very well with this embossing folder. A6 texture stamp, Inky Moroccan Tiles it's called. There you go. Yeah, naughty corner for you. Turn them off. Thank you. So let's get this put together. So remember, if you were making a super quick card, you could, just to give you another idea, you could just stamp, if you stamped it perfectly symmetrically on your stamping platform, you would be able to create a central design like this, look, which is not how the stamp was designed. It's just a bit of a twofer, so you're getting an extra style from the corner stamp. How gorgeous is that? So if you want to post your cards, well, you can. I don't. So I'm going to pop these on foam tape with the design facing the outside corner, not the inside corner. I've popped a little bit of glue on just in case I need to move them around. And I think that's about right. Let me just see if that's straight. Let's try that. So there are no die cuts on this card. In fact, there are no other products on this card apart from what you're getting with your box kit. And this is before you even start using the gorgeous papers that are in that kit as well. I've just got to stand up to do this, bear with me. Don't worry, I've got my pyjamas on. Try and make sure they're straight-ish. It's this one that doesn't look straight, but it is. Next one. And the weather been funny. We've had awful weather with the snow and everything, and then I think it's the rain. I think the air pressure's really low, which is what's created my migraine. Although I've got to say, we went to IKEA yesterday. It's been about 10 years, if not longer, since I went to IKEA, and I thought, oh, let's have a run. Just see if we can get any kitchen ideas, because I'm having a new kitchen at some point. Oh, I wish I'd never bothered. The car park was horrendous. There were kids screaming all over the place. And I'm like, oh, it'll be another 10 years before I go back there. I'm not one for no. Shall I tell you? Oh no, I'm not even going to say it. Don't start me on it. Right, so now we're going to pop this in the centre, and I am going to move to the glue gel for this. Yeah, my embossing folders are amazing, Deirdre. I know some people have struggled with them. What's the difference between a headache and a migraine? So a migraine, all my eyes are funny, and my temples are throbbing. My eyes are a little bit, not blurry, but like, how do I say it? I don't get the flashes like some people get, but my eyes are a little bit heavy, if that makes sense. I took a tablet before we came up here, so I'm hoping it kicks in before I've done. So I have moved on to the glue gel for this, just so that I can swiggle, just so that I can swizzle it around a little bit. So let's go there, and I can squash it down so it's not too high. And then I'm going to glitter these. I'm going to glitter them. I'll glitter them after, I think. So I'm going to just layer these up a little bit, not a lot. If I was doing this at home, I would probably If I was doing this with more time, I would probably glitter the flowers before I put them on the card, and just let them dry before I put them on. But we haven't got that luxury tonight. Oh, it is. Thank you for telling me. That would have driven me mad. Let me see if I can get this off without swearing. Oh, how lucky was that? I'm glad I looked up and saw that, because that would have driven me scatty. So let's try again. Oh, I'm going to have to put something on there now, because the glue gel's in the wrong place, look. Not to worry. Anything is salvageable. So let's just pop that on. So I've got a little bit of decoupage going on with the corners, so it adds a little bit of interest. I'm going to take that border that I stamped. So this was just pure luck that I stamped this, and I'll just fussy cut that large one from the middle. I was going to cut the whole thing and show you what it looks like, but I don't need to now. I'll leave this as a white flower though. I could just go and die cut a butterfly. I might do. Let me just see what this looks like first. If it doesn't look right, we'll be having a butterfly. That's not too bad. Let me just see how it looks when it's put together. Oh no, that's all right. Let's have that. I'm going to leave it white though. It just covers up that. I'm trying my bestest not to swear, but I need another one for the other side now. It is a lovely kit, Gwen. And I think as well, I mean, you all know that when we put the box kits together, you know I've got a certain style. So you know you're always going to get florals and pretties, and you're going to be able to do, it's got a lot of craftability, so it's going to do a lot of things for you. And that's what I like with the box kits. I like that we can do lots of different themes with it. So I'm just going to pop this one on the opposite corner, just because if I don't, it'll look too odd. This one is a bit smaller, but it'll be fine. So it needs to be about there. Yeah, that looks like it was meant to be. So now we'll finish this off by popping the sentiment on, and then I'm going to glitter some of the flowers. So the banner, just so you know, look, this little banner, I am going to put it through the middle of here, just to finish this like a centerpiece. You could stamp the sentiments straight onto the center of that circle stamp if you wanted to, because they will fit. But I'm going all out, so more dimension. It's super easy to do. Sentiment can go on. I won't make that so high. I've got glue gel all over my fingers. Get off. Just stand up to do this. So we've got more dimension with the little banner. So it's quite, it will still go in an envelope because it's relatively flat. And now we're going to finish this off now with some glitter. So I quite like the way that looks, but you know as well as I do it needs to have some bling on it. So that's what we're going to add. And I'm going to do, I'm so glad I spotted your comment about them corners, because I would have been so upset. I'm going to do, I'll just do some streaks on these. So I'm just doing streaky bits. I'm not streaking, I'm just doing streaky bits of glitter on these corners. Just whilst I'm adding the glue to this for the glitter, don't make sure you're here next Monday night is all I'm saying. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glitter the whole thing on these. Obviously the glue's going to cover up a lot of it until it's dried, and then it'll be transparent, but the white flowers on here I'm glittering. This is why I would do this first before I put it on the card, so I don't knock it flying. So let's just fix that. I'll fix this side. And then we need a little touch of glitter on the top, just to tie it all in. And a leaf. And the leaf, and then we are done. So a very easy card. It's all using the box kit. The embossing folder is from the box kit. The only thing that isn't from the box kit is the watercolour pens that I've used to colour the flowers in, and that lovely lavender blue works really well with the cobalt blue. I'm just trying to cover up the glue gel because you know I hate to see it. That's it, my glue gel is sparkling like a linty. We'll do a quick recap with of what you get with the box kit, and then I'm going to love you and leave you and go and get my dinner. Just make sure that's straight. It is now. And there we go. So plain corners. So I've not coloured the corners in. It's super easy to do. It's based on the monthly challenge, which is here, look. So based on the monthly challenge, as much as I could within the parameters of the box kit. So I've got my layers, I've got my circular central focal point. The only thing I haven't got is lots of flower die cuts because it didn't need them. But let's just bring that in close so you can see that. It's super easy to do as well. That little bit of detailing from the embossing folder. The blue and white flowers in the background with the glitter in. Obviously the glue will dry clear, so you'll just be left with the flowers sparkling. And there you go, super easy to do. And I mean, I've barely scratched the surface really with what you can do with the magazine. So I'm going to quickly just show you again. I will take a photo of this and pop it in the Facebook group tomorrow so you can use it. I'll put it in the album. So I'll put it in the album with the monthly layout challenge photos. So it gives you an idea. And even if you haven't got the box kit, which you won't have till Friday, you may have things already that you can use. So let's just find it and I will show you again. So just a reminder, I haven't got the magazine to show you because they delivered it to somebody else and not us, or they tried to. So I can show you everything you get with the magazine, but I can't show you the actual magazine. But you know as well as I do, the magazine is packed with step-by-step projects. I think it said something like 289. Let me just have a look. 169. So within the magazine itself, you've got 169 step-by-step projects. I've done a new interview for this magazine as well, something different. You've got all our design team. You've got the practical publishing design teams working there, packed with inspiration, and then you get all this. So I'm going to start with the stamps again because I love these stamps. Karen, yeah. Oh, sorry, Mel. I always forget to do that. So if you want to, there you go. If you want to order over the phone, if you want to phone the shop and order directly or do your pre-order directly, you need to call them tomorrow after 12 noon, please, on that number. That just gives them a chance to get all the work done. All the work done before the phone starts going mad. So this is your A4 stamp set with the 16 stamps in it. All floral, all beautiful. You've got a couple of texture stamps in there. You've got the dragonfly, the butterfly, and obviously it's packed. Then you've got, let me just get a drink. Then you've got your sentiment stamp set, which has 8 stamps in it. And as we know now, the sentiments will all fit in that floral die cut there, the border die cut as well. So that's a bit of a bonus. Then you've got your 6x6 embossing folder. It says 5x5 on the magazine cover. It isn't 5x5. It's definitely 6x6. And I'm just going to show you, look. The design, the folder is 6x6. The design is 5 3/4. So it's a 6x6 folder, everybody. And then you've got the 2 dies. So this die is the one that cuts out the banner, like I've used on the card there. So that die, outer die, cuts out the lovely banner. And then that little die in fact, I'm going to cut that just to show you. Let me get mine. Let me just cut mine. I want to show you this because it's a fab little die. Let me just get a bit of scrap card. Cut that die. I'm just going to show you what this little die looks like when it's cut out. And if you can hear creaking, if you can hear the creaking, it's my machine, it's not my knees. I promise it's not my knees. Right. So this little die, this little circular die cuts this look. It's like a little extra texture die. I love it. Oh, I've squashed it a bit, but you get the idea. It's like little bubbles. How fab is that? Oh, I should have used that. It'll go nicely with my thingy one. So they are the stamps and the embossing folder and the dies. You've then obviously got your papers and toppers and everything as well for when you want to make quick cards. As ever, the papers that come with my box kits are not the shiny cheap stuff. These are lovely uncoated papers, good quality. You can stamp them, you can ink them. And the colour palette for this box kit is just absolutely beautiful. It's what we need this time of year. Oh, I love this. Look how good they go together. How good they go together. Oh, how good they go together. Look at that. Look how lovely they go together. My brain's working overtime now. I love the watercolour ones. So this little die is going to look fabulous cut from the watercolour papers. Then you've got the tulips there, the abstract foliage. That'll be good in that as well. These papers are just absolutely beautiful. They just are. And then you finish with the pink one, and then you get 2 sheets of each. So all this is what comes with your box kit. I can't show you the magazine, as I say, because I ain't got it, but you will have it probably the same time as me now. And there you go, everybody. So, as ever, you can pre-order once the live is finished. Do you know what? Sandra's asking me if the magazine will be in any of the high street stores. Now, I know that they always used to have them in like Sainsbury's and places like that, but I really don't know, because Practical Publishing have gone through lots of changes, as you know. So I really don't know what's happening. So if it is going to be in any supermarkets, it will be it's just the box kit, Vanessa. I don't do the extras anymore. I don't do that anymore. I only used to have to do that for Create and Craft, Vanessa, just so you know. So all this is what's coming with your magazine in the box, but I don't do any limited editions. Create and Craft used to make us do that, but I don't need to. Hi Pam, thank you. Thanks Caroline. Right, so I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you on Monday night for the first proper new release of 2026. Prepare yourself, because your mind is going to be a little bit blown with what I'm showing you. So forewarned is forearmed, as they say. So thank you very much, everybody. I will take a photo of this and pop it in the Facebook group. Just a reminder for anybody, if you've not joined our Facebook group, you can search on Facebook for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours and request to join the group, and it should let you in automatically, or decline it if you don't answer the questions. Please make sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. So if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you click that subscribe button. Yeah. Watching from Holland. Oh, that's fabulous. Hi, Holland. I'm trying to think what your name is. Oh, I can't even pronounce that, but I bet it's something posh. Oh, thanks, Georgine. Saz is live tomorrow, everybody. I've just caught that, Saz. Thank you. Saz is live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. UK time on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. Yep, so back to this. So remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Please do like and follow the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. We're almost at 12,000, and when we get to that 12,000 benchmark, there's going to be a massive giveaway. So make sure you've liked and followed the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, and also the shop's Facebook page, which is Honeypot Crafts. And as ever, Instagram is Phill M. Martin. Karen manages that, not me. She does a better job than I would. My TikTok is Phill M. Martin. And I'm not even going to bother showing you the Twitter one because I don't use it anymore. So thank you very much, everybody. Don't forget to watch Saz tomorrow night. any of the practical design, practical publishing DT, if you're not in my Facebook group, get in it and start showing people the cards that you've made with the magazine. I love to show for you to show what you've done. Just remember, you can only do it with my stuff. So thank you, everybody. I'm now going to go and have a break and something to eat. Thank you, Jean. Wish you better luck. Cheeky pin. Oh, I have missed your cheek. Right, thank you, everybody. I will see you on Monday evening at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. even. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Right, where's that button that says thank you for watching? I know I've got one somewhere. Here.